On the 10th of December 2015, the Open University of Sri Lanka had a grand exhibition at its premises in Rajagiriya, and Mrs. Chitra Fernando was invited to exhibit the teaching aids that she had produced in her long teaching career. Now this is a display of the exhibits, the teaching aids for the teaching of English in the primary classes. Most of these exhibits relate to 2 books that she produced after 2 years of teaching little children in her village, Dampe, Piliyandala. This is the first book, and the title is English Comes Alive for 5-year-olds. In relation to this book, in the first 10 lessons, the focus is on the activities of a little bear which goes to the seaside. At the end of 10 lessons, the children were able to make that whole story come alive by actually acting the whole thing by themselves. In this scene we have presented, little bear comes to the seaside. You see him in a boat, and he has brought his suitcase. It is on the beach. He has brought his pail, and there is a spade inside. And he is going to row the boat. And before he came onto the sea beach, he had to go across a pedestrian crossing. And the children have learnt by this time to talk about the color lights. He has walked to the sea beach, and on the way he has had to cross the road. And this is the pavement that he had to walk on. Little bear, who is a student dressed up as a bear, walks to the sea beach. And when he gets there, he has to go across a pedestrian crossing. And he has to obey the lights. So the children have already learned 3 colors: red and yellow and green. He has to obey the color lights. By this time, the children have learnt the 3 colors: green and yellow and red. He sees the red light come on. So he says to himself, "Stop, little bear, stop." The red light says, "Stop." Then the yellow light comes on, and the little bear says, "Wait, little bear, wait." The yellow light says, "Wait." And then the green light comes on. And now the little bear can go. Go, little bear, go. You can cross the road now. The children in my village went through a 2nd year of teaching, and this is the book which contains 30 lesson units, this time concentrating on a follow-up story of the bear. This story, by the time they learnt this story, they didn't need just pictures. They were able to read from the blackboard. Children of 5 and 6 years old are now able to read. And this is the story that is the focus of the 2nd book. It is another story about a little bear. This time it is a dialogue between the little bear and his mother. He's got up at late in the night, at midnight as the clock says, and he wants attention. So he says he's thirsty. Mother comes running, and then they have a sort of dialogue. Now mind you, this dialogue they were able to present as a little playlet.
Mother, mother,
What's the matter, little bear? Why are you shouting?
I am thirsty, mother.
Drink this, little bear. Now go to sleep.
Mother, mother, please come. I am scared. I can't sleep.
Don't be afraid, little bear. I will stay with you. Close your eyes and go to sleep. Good night, little bear. Good night.
These big books are very useful teaching aids because the teacher can use just one book for the whole class. The book is placed on the ledge of the blackboard, and the pages are turned one by one, and the story unfolds. Two monkeys are sitting beside a banana tree. One of them is a father monkey. The other is a baby monkey. They can see a ripe banana lying on the ground. It has fallen off the tree. You know that monkeys love bananas. The small baby monkey is running to pick up the ripe banana. The big father monkey is watching his son. He is smiling. They will eat the banana. Look, the father monkey is helping his son to peel the banana. Now they are sharing the banana together. This is a big book of nursery rhymes. And you can see Jack and Jill are dressed in the familiar style of our own Sri Lankan children. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. This poem comes at the end of an activity which we call water sports. Not scuba diving, but really the children enjoy water. And so big bucket of water will be placed in an open space where they will have little containers placed on a table labeled jug, mug, cup, bottle, and so on. And the children are given the commands, please bring me a jug of water. Mind you, this is to teach the very difficult preposition of. And they go one by one to the big pail and they fill a jug of water and bring it to the teacher and say, this is a jug of water. And so on. This is a mug of water. This is a glass of water. This is a bottle of water. Here you are. And the teacher says, thank you. This is another useful teaching aid. A model of a bus. To go with the song, the familiar song, the wheels of the bus go round and round. The wheels of the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels of the bus go round and round all day long. The horn of the bus goes beep, 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 beep. The horn of the bus goes beep, beep, beep all day long. The wipers of the bus go swish, 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 swish. The wipers of the bus go swish, 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 all day long. The people of the bus go up and down, up and down, up and down. The people of the bus go up and down all day long. This is another big book to teach prepositions. Its title is In and Out with Elmo and Esme. Elmo the eel likes his home in a jar near the beach. He swims out of the jar every morning before sunrise. He dives under the jar looking for food. He is very hungry. He swims through a hole in the jar to have his breakfast. Then he swims round and round the jar to get some exercise. Sometimes he hides behind the jar just for fun. In the afternoon, he lies on top of his jar, enjoying the sunshine. In the evening, he jumps off the jar to play in the water and look for food. You can see him jumping over his jar from time to time. At night, he swims back into his jar and goes to sleep. Now there are two eels, Elmo and Esme. They like to live together in this jar. They swim out of their home every morning before sunrise. Now, you can see that when there are two eels, the verb changes. That no longer does the S occur. And so the children learn the present tense form relating to he, she, and it, as well as to I, you, we, they. From now on, the two eels would become they. They swim out of their home every morning before sunrise. They dive under the jar looking for food. They are very hungry and so on. The two eels will go through the same exercises. The two eels, Elmo and Esme, they will go through the same exercises that Elmo went through at the beginning by himself. Right at the beginning, the children learn to use the various skills, their abilities, and they can read these 3-word sentences without much effort because the pictures tell them what to say. And they also learn in this way to look and say the words. So in the end, they are able to come up and say, look at me, I can walk. Look at me, I can draw. Look at me, I can paint. Look at me, I can dance. I can clap. And different children, they will choose what picture they like best and what activity they like best. And they come up to the blackboard where these posters are put up on the ledge. And they will use that form, just a 3-word sentence, which they can easily say by themselves, and so they gain confidence. Later on, much, much later, they will be able to sing a song. Later, they will be able to use 2 dolls to practice can't. And they delight in saying, I can dance. Baby can't dance. I can sing. Baby can't sing. And so on. and they have high fun because they feel that they have more skills. They are able to command more skills than their baby sisters or brothers. Later, much, much later, they will be able to use can and can't in a song, making it far more meaningful.
Any game you can play, I can play better. I can play any game better than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
Any length you can swim, I can swim faster. I can swim any length faster than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
This is another little poem which the children love because they can act it out later. Two little birds are sitting on a wall. This is Peter. This is Paul. Fly away, Peter. Fly away, Paul. Come back, Peter. Come back, Paul. Later, they will be able to put the two name boards, Peter and Paul, around their necks and sit on two chairs, and the others will recite the poem with the teacher while they act it out, flying away and coming back again. This is the first in a series of rhyming games. And this first game concentrates on little three-letter words, which the children can read now. And the middle vowel has the basic sound of the vowel. And they go on joining up the cards so that the rhyme has to be maintained. Rhyming has to be maintained. Right. Tap, leg, egg, top has to rhyme with stop. And tub, cub, cat, at, bed, red, man, van. There is a series of posters to teach the children about time. At the very beginning, the time of the clock. And it is very useful to make up a clock which is big enough to show the time minute by minute. And the children move up to the blackboard on which the clock has been fixed, and they are able to move the long hand minute by minute to say it is 10 minutes past 2 or 11 minutes to 12 and so on. Now, the clock says tick-tock, and then we say to ourselves, it's time for work, it's time for play, it's time to put your toys away. Tick-tock, says the clock. Much, much later, they are able to deal with the times of the day. We start with midnight and then move into dawn, break of day, 4, sunrise, 5, morning, and then we have a mid-morning cup of tea. Noon, another name for noon will be midday. Then we have the afternoon. Number 9 signifies the afternoon. Evening, sunset, dusk, and night. And again with midnight. There is a little pocket. There is a little pocket here which contains the names of the times of the day. And the children have to choose the correct word card to hold up against all the various times of the day. These three can be hung up in the classroom right through the year. And the children participate in really moving all these things to fit the day. Today is Tuesday. Yesterday was Monday. Tomorrow will be Wednesday. As they move up year by year, they will be able to look after this whole area. Every day, these three have to be changed. Today is Thursday, the 10th of December 2015. You will note that it is exactly the opposite of the way we say it in Sinhala. So the children have to learn the correct word order in telling the time. This is of a different kind. Today is a rainy day. Today is a sunny day. Today is a windy day. And today is a cloudy day. This language area is, we call it going places. Now when we meet someone on the road, they will ask, කොහෙද යන්නේ? මම මේ කඩේට යනවා. එන්කු පොහිරේ. කඩේක්කු පොහිරෙන්. දෙමළෙන් කියන්නේ එහෙමයි. හරි ලේසි. ඒ කියන්නේ ට එකක් දාලා නැත්නම් කු දාලා අපිට ඒකේ උත්තරේ ලියන්න පුළුවන්. In English there are 10, I have discovered 10 different ways of answering that question. You will see on this chart that right on top, there you don't have to use any prepositions. You just say, where are you going? I'm going shopping. I'm going marketing. I'm going upstairs. That means downstairs also is included. I'm going next door. I'm going abroad. I'm going home. I'm going out. I'm going in. The next area we have to add on to. I'm going to see. That is mudu yano. I'm going to bed. Nidagan yano. I'm going to church. Namaskare sanda yano. I'm going to work. I'm going to school. I'm going to town. And then actual towns. I'm going to Colombo. I'm going to Kandy. I'm going to Gaul. It may be London. I'm going to Paris. I'm going to New Delhi. I'm going to Singapore. Then we have, I'm going to a party, an almsgiving, a wedding, a funeral, a carnival, an exhibition, a film show, a concert. Now these things have been organized by other people and we just join in. That's why we say to earn. Then I'm going to everybody knows that the post office in a particular town is the only one. I'm going to the bank. I'm going to the post office. I'm going to the library. I'm going not to Bambalapitiya, but to the Bambalapitiya railway station, to the cooperative store, to the supermarket, to the Colombo Museum, to the Kalubovila Hospital. Then what am I going for? I'm going for cricket practice. I'm going for volleyball practice. I'm going dancing. I'm going swimming. I'm going for exercise. I'm going for good. That means I'm not going to return to the same place. Then we have, I'm going for an interview. I'm going for a meeting. I'm going for an English class. I'm going for a walk. I'm going for a haircut. I'm going for a swim. The next one, there's only one. I'm going off duty, says a nurse, leaving hospital in her normal sari, and that means she's going home, off duty. I'm going on leave. I'm going on circuit. I'm going on holiday, just on. The next one, I'm going on a pilgrimage. I'm going on a tour. I'm going on a trip. I'm going on a picnic. I'm going on a cruise. I'm going on an errand. I'm going on an excursion. Then we use, actually it is the infinitive of purpose that is used in the next one. It's not just to that happens on the other side of the chart. I'm going to see the doctor. I'm going to meet a friend. I'm going to call the police when you move towards the telephone. I'm going to visit my neighbor. I'm going to buy some vegetables. I'm going to have my lunch. So you can see there are so many ways in which you ought to answer that question. Now I'm going to move on to the present perfect tense. We can use the same chart for teaching the present perfect tense. Someone comes to our home and asks, where has he gone? And we can use the same things all over again to answer, he has gone marketing. She has gone to Jaffna. He has gone to a wedding. She has gone to the post office. He has gone for cricket practice. She has gone for an interview. She's gone off duty. He has gone on leave. She has gone on a pilgrimage. He has gone to see the doctor. These are some simple dialogues which help the children to practice what they have learned through the chart.
Let's go.
Where?
To Batiklo.
How?
By bus.
What for?
To hear the singing fish.
Let's go.
Where?
To Yala.
How?
In a jeep.
What for?
To see the animals.
Let's go.
Where?
To Ratnapura.
How?
By bus.
What for?
To buy some gems.
We call this the family game. It is related to the long ago game called Happy Families, but it is quite different the way we play it, because the focus is on the children getting practice in using the present perfect tense. And again, it is related to the big chart that we were able to display earlier. There are 8 families, and there are 4 persons in each family, which makes up 32 cards. 8 families, 32 cards. And the cards are distributed among 4 players, so that each gets 8 cards, but not all of the same family. And the idea is to collect the whole family by asking for the people the members of the family that they do not have in their hands. The game begins. Ashwini, is Mr. Doze at home?
Yes.
May I speak to him, please?
Yes, do sit down.
Thank you. Nilushi, is Mr. Finn at home?
I'm sorry, he is not at home.
Where has he gone?
He has gone abroad. Ashwini,
Yes.
is Miss Field at home?
Sorry, she is not at home.
Where has she gone?
She has gone on a pilgrimage.
This is a game we have devised to teach word order, colors, and shapes. You only have to look at the shapes on this table and say, I can see a big red round. Or I can see 4 small red circles. Now the students here will point to those things and say that.
I can see 3 small red rounds.
I can see 4 small black triangles.
I can see a big red oval.
I can see 2 big black triangles.
A model of a TV can enable us to present things in a very interesting manner, so that the children's attention is riveted to the pictures and to the words, and they begin to sing the song very soon, because there's a lot of repetition in it. Old Roger was tired and he lay down to sleep, lay down to sleep, lay down to sleep. Old Roger was tired and he lay down to sleep. Lay down to sleep. There grew an old apple tree over his head, over his head, over his head. There grew an old apple tree over his head. Over his head. The apples were ripe and were ready to fall, ready to fall, ready to fall. The apples were ripe and were ready to fall. Ready to fall. There came an old woman to gather them up, gather them up, gather them up. There came an old woman to gather them up. Gather them up. Old Roger got up and he gave her a knock, gave her a knock, gave her a knock. Old Roger got up and he gave her a knock. Gave her a knock. He made the old woman go hippity hop, hippity hop, hippity hop. He made the old woman go hippity hop. Hippity hop. This simple teaching aid is used to teach the children to recognize the sounds of the initial letters of the words relating to a set of pictures. 2 groups will engage in a competition where they are asked to fit in those cards into the right pocket. And they go on, they will be able to choose the correct pocket, and at the end, the group that fits in all the 26 letters of the alphabet will be declared the winner.